Hey folks, how's it going? Welcome to Let's Play Destiny of an Emperor. What a destiny it is. I need to check something. There we go. I've been wanting to play this game for y'all for a long time, and I was wanting to do it with Ragnats, but we just got too busy, man. We're going to let this play out because there's a little bit of story here. It should start about now. It's just a weird way to end that. This is like a travel thing. Pardon me. My goodness. So, this is an early Capcom RPG. And I really like it. I think this is a very good game. Rebels known as the Yellow Scarves, not turbans. Terrorizing the people, direct descendant of the Emperor of the Han Dynasty. Bring justice to the west, his castle. I'm gonna get a lot of the pronunciations wrong. I'm sorry, I'll do my best. Dao Xian, I believe. The Q's get me. Need leaders for volunteers, best training, time to use what you know. Carve out my place in history. Okay. So, I know what you're thinking. Hey, Dragon Warrior. Not too far off. So, we can talk, check, formation, stats, items. I found nothing. Formation is order. This is our order. Formation strategist. This is our strategist. We'll get into that in a minute. Here's our generals. We have a portrait. We have a name. We have soldiers. That is your HP. HP is odd in this game. So is other things. Strength, intelligence, AP is attack point, AC is defense, TP is tactical points. TP is magic in this game, for lack of a better term. Soldiers is our health. This is very strong, not as smart, not as many soldiers. He's very, very strong. He's not very smart. A lot of soldiers. No AP, no AC, no TP. This game has some weird things that I didn't know about till recently. So let's talk about some of them. Your attack power is dependent on your number of soldiers. Because it's called the power of 10 rule, I learned. So, as an example, if Zhang Fei here can do 1,600 damage a hit, if he's got 10,000 plus troops. Okay. 10,000 or over, he will do 1,600. 1,000 to 9,999, he will do half that. From 100 to 999, he will do half of that. From 10 to 99, he will do half of that. And from 1 to 9, he will do half of that. So if he started out at 1,600, it would drop to 8, then 4, then 2, then 1. Because this guy is not actually doing the fighting. This guy is commanding the troops that are doing the fighting. And the troops share his stats. Does that make sense? It's the power of 10 rule. The way I have it written here in front of me, any general's best attack power occurs when he is over the highest power of 10 number of soldiers he can have. All the other stuff. Now, he has no TP. He has no TP. We also have no strategist. So we're going to make a strategist. That's going to be you. He's our acting tactician. Now, what does that mean? Here's how TP works. There's TP and max TP. Max TP is determined with each level. Every time we level up, we get between 3 and 5, and it is random. So if you want to play perfectly, you would have to save and load over and over again after every level to make sure you get the amount of TP you want. Is this important? Yes and no. Here's how the thing works. There are a lot of generals in this game who have specific tactics that they can use. We get into battle, we'll look into that a little more. Tacticians have inherent stats while they are on our side. We have a set of learned tactics, which relates to our current level, and will all be of similar sets. But at one point in the game, they kind of start to diverge, and everybody starts learning different stuff. Different tacticians will have different stats, or different tactics, and different intelligence levels, and different tactical sets. They all have their own tactical point value, which will be lower than your max, depending on the intelligence of the tactician in question. So the tactician with the highest intelligence in the game won't get you to your max tactical points. It's just not built that way. That might sound confusing. We'll get into it later. But basically, you don't want to power level too early in the game because it's worth more later when you have better tacticians. Okay, we're gonna talk to this guy. Hi! $200 coins and 1,000 rations. Rations is not something we talked about. In this game, you have to feed your army. You gotta keep them supplied. If you run out of rations, they starve, and it's like being poisoned. So you gotta keep food handy. I know that jerk. Look at him. Not even home. Song Ren and Song Yong. Excuse me. We just recruited 2 new people. Look at him. Song Ren. 3 tactical points. Amazing. Horrible strength. fine intelligence. Songyong, worst general in the game. And now what we're going to do is we're going to make you the strategist, the tactician. The tactician will always go at the bottom spot in your order. So I like to just do that, just to make sure it's consistent. We have some equipment, so let's equip. Equip that flail. You can equip that flail. I guess we should look first. So, AP 0, AC 0. Equipping a flail. It takes your AP all the way up to 15. Wow. And equipping a robe. All the way up to 20. That's attack and defense. Flail, so you equip. Songyong doesn't have anything. Songren doesn't have anything. You can equip that. I'm going to pass that to you. And you can equip that. The Obey doesn't come with armor for some reason. It's weird. So, that's all there is to do here. Let's go outside. Welcome to outside. Nowhere is free from random battles. Here's one now. Okay, so bandits. There's different types of enemies in the game. There's bandits, pirates, brigands, thieves, all this other kind of stuff. And there's also the enemy soldiers who will run into occasionally. There's really no difference between any of them. It's just like bandits show up on roads and in forests. Brigands show up near mountains. Pirates show up near the water. It's about all there is for that. Enemy soldiers can show up anywhere. So, it's us on the left, some on the right. That's our health and their health. As we talked about the power of 10 thing, once all these bandits get down under 100 health, and us, for the same reason, we will start doing less damage. So battle, pretty consistent, pretty standard. You pick this guy will fight this guy. This guy will fight this guy. Now, here's where this game kind of struggles. You have to accept, confirm when you get hit, but you don't have to confirm when you hit the bad guys. Tactics. Our tactician is not prepared to any strategies because he doesn't know any yet. Defend, pretty standard. Item, use items, pretty standard. Report. This lets us learn about a general. So a bandit, he has a strength of 32 and intelligence of 25. He's got a little attack and a little defense. No tactics. Retreat, that's pretty easy. Run away. All out is auto battle. Sends all of your units out, all of the enemy's units out, and this works fairly well early on, as long as there's no generals in the group you're fighting, because those generals will use their tactics. You will not. Tactics is magic in this game. So there's like fire magic and healing magic and status effects. So I will use all out occasionally, but for now, I just want to kind of get everybody down under 100. There's a hidden agility stat. You can't really do much about it till later in the game. We blocked an attack. But here's all out. We control nothing. Occasionally, so when it hits twice, like dum-dum, that's a critical hit. Okay, there you go. 7 experience points, 24 gold. We haven't used any food yet. Here's the first town. We need to talk to that guy. Okay, that's all I needed to know. We can beat up the yellow scarves, we get to be king. Well, kind of. Let's stop in here and talk to this guy. So, strength, anything under like 125 I don't consider very good, but his intelligence is very good. His tactical points are very good. So, he's the new tactician. Your maximum magic tactical points are dependent on your tacticians. This is an item store. Elixir A, that's a little bit of healing. A resurrect resurrects. Steed is a horse. I think that increases your agility just a little bit. I never buy them. Gullwing is a wing of wyvern for this game. It will take you back to the last place you saved. This is a weapon store. Dagger, flare, bandana, robes, and leather. So we're going to want flails for everybody, leather for everybody, bandanas for everybody. Right now we're going to buy a couple of bandanas. See, we've lost 12 food. Walking around. When you replace a general, which we will get into later, it is always a good idea to check their equipment first. I love the music in this game for the most part. Some of it's really good, some of it's not. Okay. This is how you save. 13 points for the next level. Yes. Invite does nothing right now, so we won't worry about that. This is a provision store. You buy food. Rarely do I find I have to. This is an inn. And this is basically our eatery for this game. We can check stats of anybody that we've recruited who's not in the party, add member, or remove them from our side. That will come into play later. So let's pop in the inn, have a small rest. I believe inns charge depending on number of characters in your party. So we have 6, so we get charged 6. Other inns will charge more, so on and so forth. For now, I want to level up a little bit. That's just what I'm going to do. We leveled up. You got more soldiers. Zhang Fei got more soldiers. Liu Bei, Song Ren, and Mi Shi learned, I don't know, Lian Guo. Lian Guo. And our tactical ability increased to 13. That is our max. So, why didn't everybody else get extra soldiers? It's because they're not special. And I mean that sincerely. They are not special, so they don't get extra soldiers. I would like Two more levels, I think. So I'm going to do that. See if we can run into somebody new. Some brigands, maybe. The encounter rate in this game is kind of all over the place. There's some brigands, and of course, there's a lot of them. Your strength will never go up. Your intelligence will never go up. It is only the number of troops each general commands, each warlord commands. Which in turn, because of the way that power of 10 thing works, does increase your strength a little bit. A little bit, you know. So, see, brigands, pretty much identical to bandits. They just look different. We'll do a report on them here in a second, but stat-wise, I mean, honestly, they're not all that different. An attack is more likely to be repelled when you yourself are weak. Basically the same. So normally you might think, that's a critical hit. Normally you might think it's going to be in my best interest to take one guy and just knock him all the way down. Get rid of him completely. Because, you know, in a Dragon Warrior or a Final Fantasy, that is how you'd want to do that. In this game, it's much more beneficial to you to spread that damage around. Get all of them weak, and then all out. So, right now, is a pretty good opportunity to do that. And I will be fast-forwarding the hell out of a lot of these battles. So, just like this. Essentially, just trying to get the money together to buy the upgraded equipment. Alright, so, battle with the rebels and two of their generals. He has a tactic, but he has no tactical points. And report on Zhang Mao. So this is the music you get when there's generals, warlords. I believe the game generally refers to them as. So let's use a tactic. In fact, let's rewind here. Here's how we'll do this. You two. You. 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 Nice. That's fire one, basically, is what that was. Some of the generals, not really too much trouble. Some are really annoying. Now, I mentioned earlier removing some characters who have swapped over to our side. That's where this situation kind of comes into play. Now that we've got them all under 100 health, it really wouldn't matter if we just focused on one, because they're not really going to get any weaker. So, just still kind of want to spread it out just a little bit. There will come a point where we have recruited so many characters, like Song Yang, Song Ren, that we won't be able to have any more. Then we have to fire people. He tried to use fire, but he's not smart enough, so it didn't work. So I think it mentioned in that opening cutscene something like 180 generals built upon historical documents. There's 180 generals in this game. It's 180 portraits in this game. Not all of them are recruitable, but a lot of them are, depending on situations. So we can all out this. We win! Didn't get anything for it, but we won. Sometimes, after you've beaten a random encounter that has a general in it, one of the generals will offer to join. They'll offer to join for either a horse, or money, or food, or something. He will offer to sign up. Whether you say yes or no, totally up to you. Let's buy a robe today. There's a little bit of a delay when opening the menu, and sometimes I get ahead of myself. You're good, you're good. You just have a dagger. You just have a dagger. I think that's fine. So, I'm going to take a moment here. We're basically level 2. Let's get up to level 4. If anything interesting happens, I'll be sure and show you. Let's see if we can get some pirates, though. We will never go on the water. There are no boats. Here we go. Here's some pirates. There's pirates. I think it's exactly the same as everybody else. They just look different. Hold on. Hold on. There we go. We can just all out this and be fine. Another new general. He's pretty bad. He's got a little bit more health than everybody else, but I think he's kind of terrible. Because stat-wise, he's not really good at anything. Should mention staying at an inn will restore your tactical points. I don't recall if there's any way to restore tactical points on the field. I think, you know, once you've used them, they're gone until you have a chance to sleep. Could be wrong. Pretty sure that's accurate. It's been a very long time since I've played this game. So I could be getting some of this slightly off. Don't judge me. Let's get this guy down under 100. Now we can all out and be just fine. Because he's going to hit the hardest. 6 damage. 2 damage. Probably 1 or 2 from the rest of the rebel forces. Still got to keep an eye on your health, though. Hooray! 30? 130. I don't know what that does. There's a lot of these I don't know. I don't know what the tactics actually do. I should probably look that up, huh? I think we've run into every general we're going to run into. So, so I think I will stop here, run around, level up, then we'll be right back. We're back. Did a couple things. We're gonna go and save, because I have looked up tactics. So we have our basic fire spell, right? And we learned a couple others. And essentially, they come in groups. Excuse me. We have attack, fire attack, water attack, healing, excuse me, defense, defensive tactics, defensive utility tactics, and offensive tactics. Basically, this has it split up in fire, water, healing, defense, yin, and yang. So, we take a look. So, that first one, the Anhuo, is standard fire. Shui Tu is standard water. And Wojan is fire protection. Okay, makes sense. Water, however, being water, will only work if where you are fighting is within so many tiles of water. So, there. Excuse me. Alright, how much... Forgot to check how much money we had. Excuse me. We might... My God. Sorry. Can we afford... No. So we were going to be able to afford at least one piece of leather, but not yet. Let's head north. Somebody at the gate. Oh no. Sorry. Let's get in a drink. This is our first, like, boss fight. And he's not really great. So we could all out and be just fine. But I want to get some of these numbers down first. He's the biggest concern right now, so we're going to hit him kind of hard. See, it's 29. That's hard. And repelled. It's always nice. I love it when they repel attacks, ladies and gentlemen. Got an email and it says something was delivered that I don't remember ordering. Oh. Yeah, no. I did order that. It's very early. All right. them. That takes care of him. Zhongliang's a little faster than us. Excuse me. So, beating a boss gets you rations, which is why I don't usually end up buying food. Isn't that nice? So this is... It's a surprise fight. You're kind of terrible. So we'll do the exact same thing here. Failure. Look at that. Critical hit of 3. Because his health is so low. We could all out this and be just fine. Let's spread out the hurt a little more first. That doesn't help. That helps. So much tapping of the button. So much tapping. So another thing I should probably mention that kind of annoys me about going all out, and we've kind of seen it once before. We'll get one enemy who's got like 3 health left, and no one will touch it. And, you know, then you just cancel. At the end of the round, everybody pulls back and then you get to hit again. This is, by the way, totally optional fight. Don't have to fight this fight. But it's more rations, and it's some extra money. Let me live. Information. Southwest Mount Daijing. Zhang Bao and his rebels are there. We were going to have to come to say the end anyway. It doesn't change the price, however hurt we are, so there's no reason to not do that. Get the extra cash and the extra provisions. Now you tell me. Items, don't care. What's going on in here? Dang, martial arts master. Yes. I'm happy to serve. Let's take a look at him. Same tactics, more TP, 14. You also have 14. Strength 73, intelligence 57. Strength 94, intelligence 157. So here's what we're gonna do, ladies and gentlemen. Young, dagger, pass to you. Order. Doop, doop. Doop, 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 doop. Equip. Anything in here? Nope. Hey, welcome to talk to everybody. Yubei must tame the 5 tigers before he can conquer the dragon. I can handle that. Let's head back here. to the eatery. Oop. And we will remove Song Ren is actually worse. Yes. I get them backwards. Because they join at the same time and their names are so similar. Okay. Excuse me. All right. Let's head this way. I'm obsessed with death. Ooh, free lessons. Zhang Bao. He's kind of rough. He's got lots of tactics. So he's got standard fire, standard water. Qi Jin is healing. Wo Zhan is fire protection. Cheng Nai is increased strength of castle. Basically, it's defense up for everybody. Only if you are defending, though, I think. I haven't really figured that one out. Then Qi Shou increases agility. Okay. Everybody on board? Good. So, work on him. Now we have somebody smarter using our tactics. Our tactics will be more effective. They'll fail less, and when they work, they will work better. So they just upped their fire protection. So we won't do that anymore. This is not too tough of a fight. He is stronger than anyone we've dealt with so far, but it's not too bad. Again, you don't want to wait. You want to get everybody down under 100 as quick as possible. Ladies and gentlemen, I just got a text from Donald Trump Jr. Quit snorting the coke, buddy. I love when I get those. Okay. So that rebel force he's just obnoxious at this point. Like, he's not dangerous. Because he's so weak, he can't really do much to us. So it just increased defense. What it was before. It's 35. So I don't 100% know how that works. I think we can go ahead and start hitting them with fire again, though. He could still heal. He's got the tactics. He could heal himself a little bit. He chose not to. So if we all out, it is wholly possible that he could keep using tactics. We won't use tactics automatically. The enemy will. So we don't want to all out until the most dangerous person, the one who will use tactics, is taken care of. Which is right now. So now we could all out. We just have this one rebel to deal with. Not a problem. rations, and a level up. 171, 168. Chi Shin, that is healing. And our tactics have gone up. This is some of my favorite music in the game. I really like it. Here's where checking actually finally comes into play. There are very few reasons to ever check, and not every place has something to check. Zhang But sometimes one of these pots has something. There's an axe, for example. So, what do we do? What do we do? So the axe is going to increase our attack power. Surrounded by mountains, okay. Zhangjiao, Citadel. So it is actually, in this game, it is much more effective, much more efficient if you give your strongest weapons to your strongest fighters. Don't try and make your weaker fighters better. Don't try and make them stronger. It is better to make your strongest fighter stronger. So Chen Dang can take that flail. Okay. We're out of here. Let's go back and save. Oh no! It's both of them. What are we gonna do? Now, everybody has the option to use tactics. It's not just your tactician. But if you have somebody with an intelligence of 5 trying to use a fire ability, it's probably not gonna work. Bam. Beautiful. Ow. Beautiful. Now, I'm leaving this fight in for a specific reason. Love my turbo button. Leaving it in for a specific reason. We will see. Because I think we've achieved what we've needed to achieve for this. Nope, okay. I think after we fight Zhang Bao, one of those generals will offer to sign up. I think. Okay. We have some money. Let's go spend it. Let's save first. First thing, let's buy a piece of leather. Give that to Zhang Fei. We'll buy a robe. Chen Dang. We'll buy a bandana for Chen. Now, what we could do, and this may not be a terrible idea, so I'm going to do it. Not you. The eatery is always a bigger building than the rest, and I need to get back in the habit of remembering that. You're out of here, buddy. I would much rather have this group. Okay. Let you equip the leather. Let you equip the bandana. Let you equip the robe. Pass that robe to Miji. Pass that dagger to Miji. What's our time? I think we have time left for one more attempt. So, I want to go southwest. These are hills. I think there's different enemies in the hills. It's just brigands. Okay. Zhang Zhao, Zhang Mao, and Han Zhang. Plus some rebels. Okay, so he's got a lot of health. I don't like that he's got all that health. So let's work on dropping that health. And while we're at it, let's work on dropping Zhang Mao's health. Excuse me. Okay, now he's not a big deal. Not as big a deal, anyway. Damn. Having attacks repelled is super obnoxious in this game, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, I just got a message back from Donald Trump Jr. You have successfully unsubscribed. Aw, but I wanted to learn so much more. Where do you get your cocaine, Donald Trump Jr.? Why do you always look like you've been drooling on yourself? Damn it. That's the last time we'll do that. Oh, we didn't look at his report. We need to do that. Excuse me. So there's a bit of a... Let's look at him first. Not super strong, very smart, good attack, good defense. I don't even want to say super smart. We're smarter than him. So there's a bit of a strategy to this, ladies and gentlemen, because you want to have, much like Final Fantasy, people at the top of the list get targeted more than people at the bottom of the list. So you want your strongest people on front to bear the brunt of the attacks. But as we discussed, the more damage you take, the less effective you are. So do you want to put your strongest people on top, where they get hit more and become less effective throughout the course of the battle? Or what? What do you want to do in that situation? Let me do this. See if we can put a hurting on those other two. You failed, haha. Okay, that's a little better. Let's see if we can get rid of one of them. Oh no, their protection against fire has gone up. Too bad for them, we're not using fire anymore. Okay, he's out of here. That's no good. Stop it! I don't like it. I think it's 3. I think the heal is 3. 1! He's got 1. Okay. Now you don't need to worry about it anymore. Good so far. Perfect. I'll just do a little cleanup on these. And we can speed this up. I don't want to all out because I want to be able to pull back and have Zhang Fei defend if we need to. But I think we'll be okay. Running away again, huh? 42 points, $124, and some more food. Shang Zhao is free. We don't dare relax. You're probably right. I wish the music didn't restart. High time we eliminate the yellow scarves. It's a guy. Give it to you in a minute. Tried to attack from the back, but the river made it too difficult. Think of another way. Okay. That's important for later. Yellow scars have returned to the castle. Excuse me. Attack from the rear. They won't be expecting it. Oh, treasure chest. Got an axe. So we will give that to Guan Yu. We can take his flail to Miji. There. The scarves are destroyed. No one is safe. Han Zhang, a general of the Yellow Scarves, knows the mountain pass. Maybe we can get him to join our side. Gotta get back to the inn. We're pretty beat up. We're really pretty beat up. Oh, okay. Yes. So, there's two ways to do this. We'll save it for next time, but we'll look at it this time. There's a cave back there. If we want to attack through the back gate, we can go that way. But we need somebody to show us the way. See what I'm saying? So that's where we would need to walk around randomly until we find Han Zhang. Or we can try and go through the front door. It's doable. It is very doable. But it is much more difficult. If we go through the back door, it's much easier. So we want to try and do that. But for now, I want to go spend some of our money. It's probably not a bad idea to buy a horse. Oh, I keep walking into the wrong building. It's probably not a bad idea to buy a horse and keep it in the inventory. Just in case he says, you know, give me a horse. But I'm not going to. I don't want to do that. I don't have enough for any more leather. That's what I really wanted. Some more leather armor. I'm going to save. We'll call this an episode. And when we come back next time, we just need 8 points. Let's go level up one more time. I know I said something earlier about trying not to power level, but you really only need to worry till about level 12 or so. There we go. 196, 191. 32. That ability is increases defense. Okay. Now we're going to stop. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for joining me.